Well, it's been a little over an year that I've quit video game piracy. And here I am talking to you guys about how you guys can quit video game piracy too. Now, of course, you do you, but I'm gonna give you like five reasons or five steps, you may say, which are going to help you in quitting video game piracy. So as I said, it's been a little over a year since I've pirated a game for my entertainment purpose. For educational purpose, I've like done it once, but I don't think the details are that important on that one. So number five is EGS Weekly. Epic Game Store, the game front by Epic themselves, the team behind Fortnite. I mean, a big company basically. Now, last year they spent like I think $10+ million on getting us free weekly freaking games, and among those were some big freaking titles like GTA 5 is one of the thingies that comes to the top of my head. And in recent days even they've given like Control, WWE 2K21, and I think there was a day one release as well. That was a strategy game. uh, but yeah, they've done things like that, and they've been like consistently providing us with like two games every freaking week. And then in the like the holiday season or something, they freaking nail this freaking thing down. They give us like big games. They gave us Among Us. I mean, that the game is not that expensive on itself either, but they've given some pretty freaking funky games. Batman, they gave away all the freaking Arkham games. I mean, the thing is, if you are a gamer, your main purpose should be like, I mean, purpose. The main thing you're gonna be getting from the games is entertainment. And don't tell me that you've played like all of these games that Epic has offered in the last freaking year or more than a year. I mean, there's no freaking reason. If you've played them all, okay, go pirate the freaking games. But if you haven't played all the like easiest games that they've provided for like freaking free, why should you be pirating these freaking games? These are like some of the very freaking biggest titles. GTA 5, are you freaking kidding me? The number fourth is Xbox Game Pass. And there are so many freaking subscription services nowadays. I mean, the Xbox Game Pass, in my view, is the most value, so that's why I'm mentioning it. So, that is one of the reasons or steps that you can take to quit piracy. Join the freaking subscription service, this thing, freaking Game Pass is a home to old and new AAA freaking games. Resident Evil 7, like what? They're giving you so many freaking, not even only triple A's, Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice, and such double A games, good freaking games. Psychonauts, I think, is included in that as well, and the new one that is coming out, like things are freaking day one on this thing. Day freaking one. The game comes out, you get it. You know about Plague Tale Innocence? I think you guys do, but if you don't, I mean, now I think it's a pretty well-known game, or is it? So the new one is coming out next year, Requiem or something along the lines. That's what the game is named, Plague Tale Innocence. The last one was. Now that is amazing freaking double A game, double A, triple A. They've got it all. They've got the smallest of the games. They've got the biggest of the games. I mean, they've got like Gears whole series is on that. Of course, that is like an in-house thingy for Xbox, of course, of Microsoft rather. So Game Pass, like which you can get for so freaking cheap these days. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? Like the first months are like sometimes $1, sometimes $5 or something. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Just give it a go. Metro Exodus. Again, these are the titles that come like at the top of my mind. I don't have anything written down. So that's basically it. Like that's the fourth freaking step. Now, step number three. By the way, we're counting freaking down. If you didn't know already, four, then no, five, then four, then three. Three. Free to play freaking games. Free to play. Yes, that exists. And not only in 2021, it's existed like for quite a bit of years now. I mean, for as long as I can remember. But one thing I know is the quality of these thingies is improving like hell. Like hell. Because, the developers have a way to monetize these things. I mean, yes, you may not like cosmetics or, these loot boxes and everything, but these freaking people have a way to monetize their games without giving you an upfront price. So the quality is there, but if they were, of course, if they weren't taking any money, the quality is like very much bound to suffer, I'd say. I mean, in 99.9% of the cases. But of course, these free to play games these days, Fortnite, Apex Legends, oh, these are like the top dogs. Of course, Call of Duty Warzone. These guys are giving you value up front. And if you want to pay them money, bro. If you don't want to pay them, don't pay them. That's up to you. So they kind of follow a freemium kind of a model. Now, my most played video games, even though they're like not my favorite of the favorite games, but again, my most played video games at this point, I've been gaming for like 7 years now, I suppose. Yeah, that's a rough estimate, but of course it's been like 10 years or something since I played on my freaking console and everything. It was a Sega. Yeah. So I don't actually know if it was a, yeah, it was some console, bro. I live in India and I didn't even know the name of the console that I played video games on. There was Mario on it, and there were like, chips for it, which had like 64 in one or something. I don't know. That was some kind of a console, so I owned one. So I've been a gamer since a long freaking time. My most played video games are Paladins and Apex Legends. Now, Apex Legends is still a game that I play on a daily freaking basis. It's a free to play. I didn't have to spend a freaking time on the game, and I could have had all the fun that I've had in the freaking game till now. No piracy, nothing. That's how it is. Number two, Steam sales. Yes, Steam sales exist. Winter sale, summer sale, autumn sale. I don't know how many sales these guys have. Weekend sales, developer freaking publisher weekends, or whatever. These guys, Steam, that is also another storefront, and of course it's a very old storefront when compared to EGS, and a very reputed one at that. So I mean, pretty much every one of you guys, I suppose, use that platform already, Steam, that is. So you guys can get like games for half the price, 80% off, 90 sometimes. Insane freaking discounts if you purchase games on a Steam freaking sale. Some games are like freaking dirt cheap, Left 4 Dead, the Portal or something. I think Valve has a bundle which is named like an orange bundle or something. So it's got like so many freaking games for a little freaking price. Then again, there are so many freaking small games, or older games rather, at this point, like Dead Space, I don't know, Witcher 1 and 2, then I know. Mass Effect. So many freaking good, I mean, legendary games pretty much at this point, which on Steam sales, their prices are like dirt freaking cheap. And even for some good games, for PUBG, even it is a pretty relevant title, even if it is a paid game, its price always like comes down 50%. Witcher 3, 50%. GTA 5, 50%. Doom, 50, insane freaking discounts, 50 or more. I mean, what do you freaking want, man? If you can, like, you can't afford the game at the full price, I think you can at 50% off, 80% off, 90% off. And then again, there are all these other ways which can, basically help you in freaking quitting your piracy freaking game. Just, yeah, that's what it is. And the first, number one point, or the last in this, uh, last again, but not the least, and arguably the most important. Now, this is not like a thing in necessarily, affecting you. In all the previous pointers which I said were, helping your pocket or helping you get around to get these games on day one or whatever, you had to spend less money and everything was about us, the consumers. Now, the first pointer is hard work. The game developers, or the game designers and the whole freaking team, basically the studio, the work they do, that is my first point. Now, of making a freaking video game, I'm a computer science student, I just freaking I haven't gotten my degree yet, but I've just completed my undergraduation in computer applications. Like, I've gone through these freaking languages, programming languages, worked on some projects in my college, and I can tell you this much. I've also followed some YouTube thingies here and there, and built even I've even built a game, by following a YouTube video series or whatever. But I've got like some knowledge in this area. So the work that goes into building a freaking video game is in freaking insane. Especially these like big freaking titles, triple A's, even the double A's, indies, everything that is well crafted and good takes a lot of freaking time. Now I want to get into the a little bit of a deeper into this stuff. So let's just take my favorite game of all time as an example, that is Dying Light. So yeah, you know how much of work would have gone into that game. That game's got concept art, somebody drew it, just I don't know why am I saying again and again, but somebody drew the freaking concept art for it. So they spent their freaking time on it, their energy on it, their passion on it, their creativity on it. Somebody thought of those monsters that exist in that game. Somebody painted a mental image of them and freaking just, just got that thing in the real freaking world, manifested it. Somebody designed the music for that game. They did a lot of hard freaking work. They probably worked like a freaking couple of years of their life on making that music, or attaining a standard on which that they can make that level of music. Somebody worked their whole freaking life to learn how to animate things, so that they could animate how the hand of a main character, that is Crane in that game, moves, how it reacts, how the zombies react in animations. People freaking worked on it. Somebody designed the freaking thing. Somebody designed the freaking map, how the game looks, the verticality, the buildings. Somebody designed that. Somebody designed which objects will be, interactable, which would not be, and how all of that work, how the enemies would take damage when you hit them. I don't know if this thing is like getting a bit too crazy for you, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can. I mean, I'm no expert either, but from what I know and what I'm trying to tell you is basically that it takes a lot of sweat. Just like I am sweating right now, I have to turn my freaking fan off to record these voiceovers. Ah man, that's pretty much it, man. That's how you freaking quit piracy. That's how you freaking do it. And I hope you guys freaking liked the video. And if you did, I don't know, that's awesome. Just leave me a comment and tell me about your experience, if you do pirate games or not, and if you are still going to pirate games after watching this video. I mean, of course, not like everyone's, I mean, of course, not everyone's gonna quit piracy. I mean, damn. Even if like one freaking person quits piracy after watching this video, that's a win for me. That's the basic purpose of the video. I've done it for a year so far, I mean year plus, and I've got like no intentions of going back as of now. So I probably ain't going back. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Bye bye.